Good morning. Today's Tuesday, January 27th, and this is the pre-market live for my trading plan for today. Let's go over earnings calls for today. Pre-market for today. UPS, Boeing before the call, United Healthcare before the open. I'm not sure if they came out yet. American Airlines as well. I think that I'm not sure if anything's going to happen there. You got Kimberly Clark. I don't think that will move the market at all. I think tomorrow is a big day. You have FMOC. A lot of the Mag 7s are going to start reporting. You have Microsoft, Meta, Tesla after the close. Then you have Apple after the close. And then Friday, I think you have SoFi, American Express, and that'll be it for this week. But the big day is going to be tomorrow. With the FOMC meeting and the minutes, along with the earnings calls tomorrow. So we've got, let's see here, economic data for this morning. Nothing here before the open. 8 o'clock, you have consumer confidence. And I don't see anything else there. And that should be it. So let's take a look at the broader markets. The broader markets are getting a nice little push. And here, start with the ES as usual. So the ES, we closed that gap that we were speaking about yesterday, this gap down that we had here from January 16th. We pushed higher there, and now we're looking at a 4-hour chart now. Let's get down to a 15 minutes, a little better. So I spoke yesterday, pre-market, that we were probably going to close that yesterday. We did, and now here we are. We're pushing up. We are above the 69.94. It's a monthly high set back on December's monthly high. So that's a level that you want to hold there. And then you had that previous all-time high at 7,014. You want to push higher above that to get to that midline regressional trend line sitting at 7,028. You want to get through that level. And if you get through that level, you get through 7,036.25. If you get through that 7,036.25, which is the all-time high, if you can get pushed through to that 7,090.01 level. Then if you get through that level, then I think you can push to this higher regressional trend line sitting up there at 71,068.93. On the downside here, if we lose, I would say if we lose Friday's high at 69.64, we could come and fill in. This could quickly come down here, hit that 69.35, and on the downside here, between 69.35 and 69.25, 62. Right now, we are getting some pretty decent push on the upside right now, so we'll see what happens when the market opens up. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, we are getting, finally NASDAQ starting to get a little better push than on the than the ES right now. So we have the Mag 7s that are reporting this week, and so hopefully we're going to get some good reports out of them. So we see here we are now above the midline regressional trend line. We've been speaking about this for a while. So first level, we regained this lower regressional trend line here. And now we're pushing higher, and now we are sitting above that midline regressional trend line. So now let's see if we can start making some headway and pushing higher here. Here's that where that sits, sitting. I would say it's sitting right at about 25,989. So there's definitely some headwinds up here, sitting at 26,042.75. So you want to get through that level, and then you want to get through December's high at 26,123.5. If you can get through that level, then I think you can start pushing towards this upper end regressional trend line, sitting here at 26,496.48. And then if you can get through that, you can get through that 26,530. And then that's on the upside there. If you do get some pullback here after the open, and you lose this midline regressional trend line, I think you could pull back down here to this weekly high from October, 25,815. And then I think if you lose that, this set up a nice little speed zone here from yesterday. I think you can lose that whole move upward down here to this 25,731.75. So you have to watch this today how it pans out. But I think the big moves are going to come tomorrow with the meetings of FOMC, and I don't think that anything is going to be earth-shattering on the decision on the rates. It's all going to be what's going to be said after with the questions at 1:30. That combined with the earnings calls after the close tomorrow. So that's where the big move is going to be here on the NASDAQ here. So if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and like this video. And then also you can join the Discord community for live trading from 8:30 to 10 a.m. Take advantage of that while it is still free. I am still doing that. Anyways, let's get over to the to Tesla. Hey, good morning there, Anthony. Tesla, I was saying before yesterday, Tesla, you could give back all these big moves that they had here. This was when Musk was speaking last week in Switzerland, and it gave back that whole entire move. And so now this is when Trump removed the tariffs right now, so you have to be careful that you could lose that whole entire move as well. And this whole orange area that I have here, this is a speed zone that I have here on the downside. So what I have here, I had this labeled yesterday as a speed zone on the downside from Musk, and sure enough, it was a huge speed zone. This is a 15-minute chart here, and when I say speed zone is means that it quickly fills that gap here. When you have a squeeze up like that and there's no sellers there, and you lose a level, it quickly reverses itself just like this. So you had this big squeeze up and then this big sell down here with no buyers here. So that speed zone, and I will take that off my charts here. So that speed zone is gone. There is a tiny speed zone above it now, so I'll be watching that. We did lose the 20 and the 50-day SMAs right now, so now this is in a bearish bias for me this morning. So I'd be looking for pop and fades, and then if we lose certain levels, we have this speed zone down here from when Trump was speaking and took the tariffs off. This big level down here. So if we lose, here's a 100-day SMA. So there's still some levels of support. This is yesterday's close. So you want to hold that 435.30 level, which is January 2nd's low as well. If you hold that level, you can possibly push higher. If you can regain this 438.20, you could push higher into January of 2025's high, 439.74. So there's definitely some tailwinds, or some headwinds rather, in our way here. So before I get bullish on Tesla again, we're going to really have to push higher and regain this the 50 and the 20-day SMAs again in order for me to be bullish on Tesla. Aside from that, right now, I'd be looking for pop and fades. But again, Tesla is reporting Thursday after the close, or is it Thursday or Wednesday? Let me see when that is coming out here. Tesla, Tesla's Wednesday after the close. So Tesla's IV right now is very high, and what do I mean by that? If you go down to the strike prices on what we're trading right now, the IVs make them high, meaning that the volatility and what they're anticipating after the earnings call for the stock to be moving, this is where the premium price is going to be, right? So the premium price, if it's a high IV, it's expensive. Normally, these premium prices, if I'm very far away from the strike price, so for example, Tesla right now is trading at 437, and I have a 420 put up here. It's $17 away from the strike price. It's not going to be that expensive. It's usually going to be at this point when I have 4 days left of trading, it'll probably be like $3, but now it's double. It's pretty much double. Same thing on the call price. I have a 460 call price up here, and it's about $23 away, and it's $4.40. This should be a lot cheaper than that. It should probably be in the $3 range, maybe even the $2 range, right? So after Wednesday, they'll level off, and the premium prices will get a lot lower. But anyways, let's get a look at yesterday as far as the 5-minute opening range yesterday. So we had a range yesterday. The first 5 minutes, about 2 million shares traded. It was about lower volume, I would say, than what was happening in the previous weeks. So the range yesterday was 445.05 to 439.06 on the downside, and you finally broke that range early in the morning. You could have gotten a couple dollars out of that move, and then later on in the day, if you stuck around all day and traded all day, you could have gotten a total of $4 out of that move. I think we got down to about 434-ish Yeah, and somewhere in that area right there before it kind of leveled off right now. So Tesla's definitely selling off right now. I think people are just kind of probably waiting to see what the earnings numbers are going to be. I think it's going to be less about the earnings numbers and more about the earnings call and what's going to be said in the call. So anyway, so I am going to be starting at 460 calls, which are going to expire on Friday, which is January 30th call. And I'm going to be starting with the 420 puts, which will expire on Friday, January 30th as well. So that's going to be it for today. So please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that thumbs up button and like this video. And then down in the description below, you can join our Discord community for live trading from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time, and come and take advantage of that right now while I do it for free. I go over the 5-minute opening range trade along with some other advanced trades, and I pretty much call out when I'm taking a trade, where I'm putting my stop, and where I'm taking my profits and the reasons behind it. So pretty educational. If you come on in and join it. It's cost you nothing to come on in other than your time. So if I don't see you there, I will see everybody tomorrow. Have a great trading day, and I will see you later.